Welcome to Salient Training's Job Aid videos. In this video, we will demonstrate the process used to configure a CompleteView recording server for camera processed motion recording. There are two requirements for this feature to work. First, the selected camera must have onboard motion analytic capability. And second, CompleteView must support on-camera motion detection for that camera. To find out if your camera meets these requirements, visit Salient's website and look for your camera in the Supported Cameras list. If you see On-Camera VMD in the Device Events column, that means your camera is supported. Now, the configuration of camera processed motion has three basic steps: configuring the onboard camera analytics, assigning the camera to a motion recording schedule, and telling the CompleteView Recording Server to listen for camera-reported events. So let's get started. From the CompleteView home screen, select the Configure module. In the navigation pane, locate the Recording Servers panel. Use the plus icon to extend the recording server tree. Next, expand the recording server that has the camera that you want to configure for motion. In the recording server tree, locate the Cameras node and select the plus icon to extend the camera tree. In the list of cameras, select the IP camera that you are going to configure for motion processing. Selecting the camera will open the individual configuration tabs for that camera. Locate and select the Connect tab. This opens the Camera Connection panel, which displays the general connection information for your camera. Since our first step in this process is configuring the camera analytics, we need to access the camera configuration. In the bottom right corner of the connection settings, select the camera's web page button to access your IP camera's configuration. Enter in your login credentials and sign into the camera. Once in the camera interface, you will need to locate the settings that pertain to motion detection. Every camera manufacturer uses different terminology and applications, so check the manufacturer's documentation for specific configuration information. The camera I am using was manufactured by Axis and uses their VMD4 or Video Motion Detection application. In the motion detection configuration, use the available tools to create a custom detection zone for motion. Make sure not to cover things like clocks, televisions, computer monitors, the date and time stamp on a camera feed, or any other item that may trigger unwanted motion detection. When you finish your configuration, make sure to test your zone. For more information on any camera-specific settings, please refer to the manufacturer's documentation. Finally, if necessary, save your camera configuration changes. Your camera has now been configured for motion processing, so we can close the camera interface and return to CompleteView. In CompleteView, select the Recording tab. At the top of the recording screen, locate the camera title bar. On the right side, you will see a schedule column. Select the Schedule drop-down and choose a schedule that includes motion recording for your camera. In this demonstration, I'm selecting a schedule that has motion with pre-motion recording. Now, since the schedule I chose has pre-motion recording, I need to tell the server how much video to pre-record. To adjust this, use the pre-motion pre-alarm slider to select the number of seconds of video to record prior to a motion event. The maximum amount of pre-motion recording time is 60 seconds. For this demonstration, I'll use 5 seconds. For post-motion, notice that the time is defaulted to 3 seconds. I will also adjust this to 5 seconds, but you can use any setting that you like. Now that we have changed our schedule and set both pre- and post-motion recording times, make sure to save your configuration. I would like to take a moment to give you a Salient Training best practices tip. Without pre or post motion recording, a motion event like someone walking through a door may only take 3 seconds and produce a 3-second clip of video. Using the configuration we just finished, our server will not only capture the 3-second motion event, but it will add 5 seconds of pre-recorded video at the beginning and 5 seconds of post-recording at the end. This results in a 13-second motion clip that shows us what happened before, during, and after the motion event was triggered. In essence, pre- and post-motion recording give you a better picture of what happened while still maximizing your video storage capability. We have now completed 2 of our steps in this process, configuring the camera and setting the camera to a motion recording schedule. Our final step is telling the recording server to listen for camera events. On the Camera panel tabs, select Events. In the Camera Events panel, scroll through the list of camera-generated events to find the one that pertains to camera analytics and motion detection. Different manufacturers use different terminology for their analytics. If you recall, the camera that I am using is made by Axis and uses their VMD app. Once you have located your motion detection setting, select the Event to Generate column and use the drop-down menu to change the event to Motion Start. Then, save your configuration. Your camera and the recording server are now properly configured to record camera-processed motion events. To recap, what we have done is configured our network camera to detect motion events. We assigned the camera to a schedule that contains motion recording, and we configured the CompleteView Recording Server to listen for and begin recording when it receives those events. If you found this video helpful, be sure to follow Salient Systems for more job aid and tech tip videos. If you have a suggestion for a future video, let us know by sending an email to training@salientsys.com. From everyone at Salient Training, thanks for watching.